What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene. Benji sleeps to my right. And today we have a 20-minute practice perfect for the beginner. So come with an open mind, bring a little blanket if you have one, hop into something comfy, and let's get started. All right, welcome. Let's begin at the top of our mat standing today. So we'll head on up to the top of the mat, pick a side, any side. And when you get there, bring your awareness to your feet. So we're gonna step the feet hip width apart. And you can take your hands into fists and bring them to the hip points here, just like this. And from your hip points here, like two headlights in the front of the hips here, front body. You can imagine them, you can even bend your knees to do this, tracing down to your knees and then knees to your ankles. So we want to bring the heels right underneath the hip points in this first posture, mountain pose, Tadasana. Then you can relax the arms gently at your sides and notice what's happening with your toes. So maybe the toes are turned out here. That's your pattern. Maybe they're slightly turned in. That's a pattern. Maybe one is turned out while the other one's straight ahead. And there's, just loving awareness here. So there's no judgment, no right or wrong. Just use this practice to heighten the awareness of your patterns. So that starts usually with the feet from the ground up in these standing postures. So just take a look down, and I'm gonna try to point my toes forward. And then after you've played with that, just notice where you're carrying your weight in your feet. Forward, back, side, in. And we're gonna try to lift our toes and just spread awareness through all four corners of our feet. Spreading the weight evenly through the ball of the big toe ball joint, the pinky toe ball joint, and then the back two corners of the heels. Then start to press down into the earth and away as if you were trying to tear your yoga mat right down the middle. And notice how this starts to engage your legs. Lift your kneecaps up a bit, feel your quadriceps, these big thigh muscles, tone. And then slowly bend your elbows and bring your hands to your waist. We're coming into this like superhero posture, the superhero version of mountain pose. And it really does work a number on your brain. It makes you feel more embodied, at least for me. Helps me to stand up tall here. You might notice that you just very naturally start to lift up through your chest a little more. And we can honor the natural curvature of the spine here, but just be aware of what is going on in your pelvis. Maybe lengthening your tailbone down just a bit to feel some support in the low back. All right, now drop the fingertips down, send them forward, up and back for a big full body stretch, volcano pose. Send energy up and out through the fingertips. Keep the grounding of the feet, strong legs, like a little kitty cat pushing a ball of yarn. So keep the neck integrated throughout this whole practice. Press that ball of yarn forward with your nose to look up. So if you're like, what, Adriene? We're wanting to create slow, steady, integrated movements rather than just, okay, now look up at your hands and maybe crunch the back of your neck. We want to do a slow lift of the gaze up. And then let's just let everything go by bending the knees, wiggling the fingertips, and taking it slowly into a forward fold with bent knees. I'm going to give Benji the dog a little pet because he's right here. And I'm going to invite all of us to take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And as you exhale, relax the weight of your head and gently shake the head a little no and yes, back and forth. Knees are bent here. That awareness that we gained in the feet, all four corners of the feet still at play here. And then lastly, we'll grab the opposite elbow with your opposite hand and just take 3 slow breaths here. You can find stillness and allow the breath to move you, or you can softly sway a little left to right. Nice, then release the arms, keep grounding through the feet, bring the hands back up to the waistline, press into all four corners of the feet, really press into the heels, ball joint of the big toe, ball joint of the pinky toes. You slowly come up with bent knees, rising back up to that super mountain pose. And this time, see if you can pull the elbows back just a little bit in space. Shoulder blades coming together, and maybe you can imagine them melting down towards your heels. So we're back in our power pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release the hands, mountain pose. Inhale to volcano, reach the fingertips, lots of energy up towards the sky. And exhale, bend the knees, wiggle the fingertips, and float it all the way down back to that standing forward fold. Knees nice and bent here. Deepen your breath. Feel that stretch in the lower back and relax the weight of the head. Good, one more deep breath in here. And this time as you exhale, bend the knees more, bring your fingertips down to the mat or to 2 blocks. And we're gonna step the right foot back and lower the right knee. It's a big move, take your time. Pad the knee with a blanket if you like, or you can even roll your mat, double it up to create a little padding for the knee. Front knee over front ankle. We're gonna just set that. Spreading awareness through all four corners of the left foot. Set that. Then flip your right foot, come onto the top of your right foot and press firmly into your right foot to slowly rise up, interlace the fingertips, bring them to the top of the left thigh. Now imagine squeezing your inner thighs towards the center, towards the midline of your yoga mat to find a little lift up from the pelvic floor. So we're not collapsing into the shape here, but we're engaging the body just enough to support the muscle, to support the joints, engage the muscles, and find this energetic lift up through the chest, just like we did in our super mountain. So you have options here. You can stay here with this nice support of the left thigh, hands on the left thigh. Or we can start to bring the right hand all the way up and back. And then if you want to take it one step further, we'll take both hands all the way up. Now, whatever stage you're at, keep the engagement of the legs. Maybe you start to sink a little bit deeper into the posture, and maybe you pull the left hip crease back just a little bit in space. Take one breath here, maybe lifting the heart, maybe lifting the gaze, and then use your exhale to slowly bring it back down with control. Great, and then we're gonna pull the left hip crease back and straighten the left leg here, but you can keep a soft bend, so we're just gonna find extension rather than straighten. And you're gonna flex your left toes up towards your face and breathe, breathe, breathe here. Right hip is over the right knee. And then from here, we'll plant the palms, walk it forward, and just bring that left knee all the way back to the right. So now we're in a tabletop position. Walk the wrists underneath the shoulders, nice neutral spine. Drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, navel draws up towards the spine or towards the ceiling. Again, cow pose, we drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. With your breath, exhale slow and steady, start at the tailbone and travel all the way up the spine, finding that curvature till the crown of the head drops to the ground. One more like this, inhale, drop the belly, slow. Open the chest, look forward, tailbone up towards the sky, and then exhale, reverse it. Slow and steady. We're moving the energy that runs up and down the spine. Beautiful. Inhale to a nice neutral spine. Listen carefully. You're going to walk the hands forward. Curl the toes under. Keep the knees bent as you slowly lift the hips up for a downward facing dog. Now take a breath here. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Good. And then slowly lower the knees down and reset. Spread the fingertips wide. Toes are curled under. Take a deep breath in. Let's just check it out. And here we go. Hips up high, knees slightly bent. Don't worry about getting your heels to the ground. This time melting the heart closer towards the legs. Just check it out. We're shaking. We're not holding our breath. We're alive. We got this. Slow and steady. Knees come all the way back down. Good. Take a moment. Reset. If you need to rotate the wrists one way and then the other, maybe we do that. And last time, here we go, lifting the hips up. This time, maybe we start to anchor through the heels a little more, but do not worry about the heels actually touching the ground. It's more of the intention of finding that extension, that length through the back of the leg. Hips up high, heart melting. The head is below the heart here, getting that fresh blood flow going. Breathe deep. You're here for one more breath. In and out, and slow descend of the knees down. Awesome. From here, walk the hands all the way up the thighs. You're going to come to sit on your heels and lift your heart. If this is too much, bring your fists, your knuckles to the ground for a little support. We're here for one big breath cycle in and out. Beautiful. Walk it back. Hands come forward. We're going to lift the right knee this time and send the right foot all the way up, left knee back for our low lunge. Press into all four corners of the right foot, always working from the ground up. Right knee is over that right ankle. We're feeling that big stretch in the legs, the hips, the groin. Then flip the left foot down, root down through the top of this left foot. Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline as you interlace the fingertips and bring them to the top of the right thigh. Move nice and slow with control. Feel it out. Get in the habit of really feeling things out in your practice. Moving from a place of connection. And same thing as before, we'll squeeze the inner thighs together, lift up from the pelvic floor. Right hand can stay on the top of the right thigh as we send the left fingertips up towards the sky. Said that very southern sky. Or we can take both arms up. So we have lots of options, both hands down, one arm up, or both arms. Inhale to lift the chest, maybe pull the right hip crease back in space, sink a little lower. And exhale to slowly bring it back down, fingertips to the mat. Now send the hips and the buttocks back, extend through the right leg this time, and flex your right foot. Should feel a deep, deep stretch here towards your face. So that just means you're really reaching your toes back towards your eyes here. The right hip crease is pulling back, and I'm pressing still firmly into my left foot. Just always kind of staying curious about how I'm stacking the bones, keeping my home practice really safe and sustainable so that you can get really, really strong and feel really, really good. All right, roll through that right foot. Plant the palms. We're going to come back to all fours. This time we're going to widen the knees as wide as the mat and bring the toes together to touch. Inhale, drop the belly just like we did in cow pose. Look forward. Really feel like just hang with me. Your heart energy is kind of shooting forward. So you really have to kind of bring an awareness of your attitude and your energy to some of these shapes. Send your heart energy forward, let it radiate. Why not? Give it a try. And then exhale, send the hips back. Reach the arms forward, extended child's pose. So big opening through the shoulders, big opening through the hips. If you have your blanket there, you can roll it up or fold it up to create a little pillow for your head. Bring the earth up to you. That is why these props are here, to support you, help you find what feels good. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and listen to the sound of your breath here. And then slowly carve a line just with your nose forward, up and back, finding a little integration in the neck. So nice and slow, always aware of the neck, just being really mindful. Don't want you to hurt yourself here. I want this to feel good. We're looking forward, we're breathing, upper arm bones are relaxing down. So away from the ears, and then you're just gonna take this forward gaze and follow it through. So pull the hands back in space, come forward. You're gonna walk the knees underneath the hips, and then just slowly melt all the way to the belly. So hips come to the ground, and we come all the way through. And I'm right here, smelling Benji's paws. My hands are underneath the shoulders. I'm gonna squeeze the elbows into the side body here. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Press your pubic bone into the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. We open the chest and we just look forward. So we're not taking it all the way up, just forward. Starting to check in with the muscles of the back and the flexibility of the spine. Nice awareness of our foundation here. You guys are doing great. Inhale in deeply, one last breath, and then exhale to let it go. Curl the toes under, press up to all fours. Inhale in, spread the fingertips. Exhale, lift the left knee. Good. Inhale in again. Exhale, lift the right knee. Feel your core engage. We only have one plank pose in this whole practice, and this is it. Crown of the head is forward. Think about that length in the spine, so your neck is an extension of the spine here, nice and long. Hug the front body, so your belly draws up. Hug the front body up to meet the back body. The shoulder blades melt left to right. Heels reach back. We're here for 3. We're shaking, we're building heat for 2. And on the 1, the knees slowly kiss the ground. And we walk them all the way forward, swing the feet and the ankles to one side, and we come to a seat. We finally come off the wrists here. Nice work. We're gonna bring the blanket, if you have it, perhaps back underneath the hips for a little support so we can sit up tall. Now send the legs out long, and we're gonna bend the knees just slightly here. Now inhale, fingertips reach forward, up and back. Really pull the thumbs back in space, lift your chest, find length through the side body. And then slowly, as you breathe out, we're gonna reach the fingertips forward towards the feet. Now, they may come to the tops of the thighs here. They may come to the knees. Maybe you are able to get a little closer to the ankles. And the feet is just, it's giving us like a place to reach towards. So don't get upset if you can't touch your toes. Maybe one day. And then relax the weight of the head over into this calming posture. Seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Close your eyes, and we're gonna start to slow down the breath. And just notice how a little bit of practice can go a long way. And take a second here to just notice how you're feeling and feel your breath, the rise of the inhale and the fall of the exhale. this practice as an opportunity not to master yoga, but to start to get to know yourself and understand your mind-body connection a little bit better. Taking a moment at the end of each practice to get quiet and integrate. Nice, then slowly begin to roll it up. We're gonna bend one knee and then the other and just come to a cross-legged seat. Keep your eyes closed here if you like, or you can come to a soft gaze, and we'll just bring the hands together at the heart center to finish. Sit up nice and tall. Give thanks for this moment. And if it was challenging, that's the ticket. Hardest part is showing up, and we did just that. Thank you for sharing your valuable time and energy with me. Hope to see you again soon. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale to seal the deal. Take good care. Namaste.